Akai, akai, akai kamen no bisuri, daburu typhoon, inochi wo beru to. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Toku Miscellaneous podcast here on the Morphin Network. Hope you guys are having a wonderful Tuesday. Hope you're all well rested from this past weekend. I know that we had to do some sleeping of our own to deal with some food poisoning, but that's for the Zets podcast.
We got food poisoning.
No, well, a chef apparently did, and probably Baku did too.
Yeah.
But no, we're here to talk about a different kind of spicy in Tojima Tanzaburo wants to be a Kamen Rider. Episode 4. Who is the strongest Kamen Rider? It's stronger.
You really want to go down that route? Like, really? I mean, the thing is with saying, like, hey, that's like saying, who's the strongest version of Superman? Who's the strongest, like, Green Lantern? Like, who's the strongest, like, Ultra out there? And you will have people have debates, like fisticuffs, about like who is the best, who has the better skills, the better arsenal, so on and so forth.
I just remembered that one line from Sylvester Stallone. Choose your best player. Now choose your strongest player.
Let us make it more simple for most of our viewers. You remember back in the day when we would play video games in arcades or even at home in the PS2 days, and you would get your favorite fighting game, and then everyone knew that who the well-balanced characters were, right? We all knew. But you still went with that one random character, like, let's say, Soul Calibur.
Voldo.
We all knew that, characters such as, like, Cassandra, it's been so long since I played this game, and again, like Cassandra, Sophia, and the samurai, I forget the samurai's name. Well, and those were the balanced characters, and you knew, like, okay, well, defense, well, offense, but then you had the ones that were faster, like Voldo. Then you had the ones that were more like shield breakers, like in Soul Calibur 2 you had Heihachi. That was literally a shield breaker. Or if you want to get even more obscure, Bloody Roar.
Oh man, I love playing the Beetle dude.
I mean, it's like, okay, yeah, if you were to play, I think, what was his name, the Beetle dude?
I keep forgetting it. I only played it the one time.
I know that if you played as Alice or as the Wolf, those were balanced characters. But then if you wanted to be an edgelord, especially with 3 and 4, you went with Shion. Because, obviously he was faster, but then he turned into the stabby, like, cockroach looking thing.
Yeah.
Or if you were like crazy, you would go with Busashima, the chameleon. Even though that guy's a goof, but you know how many people, the best example is Dan from Street Fighter.
I just realized, is Bloody Roar basically Virtual Fighter by using shocker combatants as the main characters?
I don't know where the idea for that game came from, but it's I happened to stumble upon it, like, out of random. I think it was one of those things that you just happened to come across or on a demo or something.
I just knew it existed from a video game magazine I saw in a dentist's office. Yeah, that obscure. And yeah, no, it's like I gravitated towards the Beetle dude.
Yeah, because he was a heavy hitter and also a tank when he became the Beetle, obviously.
For me, it's just because he was a beetle.
The fact that like, okay, yeah, that's kind of the thing there. It's like you have all these characters, and yet everyone knows who the balanced ones are, who the more extreme ones are, and who the most difficult ones are. And that kind of goes into, oh yeah, pick your favorite rider, pick your favorite Power Ranger, because it's like, okay, why did you choose that one? Because for examples, this and this and that, there's always a counter of saying who is the strongest, who is the fastest, who is the best leader, who is the worst leader. It's like, yeah, we love doing that. I think it's just innocent childhood to be like, and then into adulthood, comparing like, well, now we start bringing in stats and facts. Yeah. When in actuality, it's like, okay, I don't think it's so crazy how you go into such detail, and I admire how much research you've done, but at the same time, can we not just sit down and watch the show?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But who is the best Kamen Rider? Are we talking Showa, Heisei Phase 2, Reiwa? Because you're not going to like the answer. I don't think.
Yeah, some apparently it's O's.
It's O's. Which again,
we just finished.
Yeah, that blew my mind when they said that. I'm like, but they said he is a literal god. I'm like, what?
But aren't so are Kabuto, Gaim, and Geats though?
I'm guessing that like, well, Gaim was just like, again, yes, but like in terms of creation, where I guess they go with the whole thing with Ols is that the king became like he became a god, but he became a demon at the same time, not aging. So when you talk about Ols, it's not aging what they're talking about. At least I don't think so. But it could be. I mean, we saw the movie. We saw the last 10-year movie, and I'm like, if that's not, how do you pull that out of your ass? I don't know. I don't know. But yeah. It's Tuesday. How is everyone? I just woke up because I had a very early morning. So forgive me if I'm a little disheveled right now.
Yeah, for the most part, I had a better day today than I did yesterday, and I'm genuinely shocked by that.
I will say that I've been doing the rounds for Tanzaburo, and we now have, I think, episode 2 of this dubbed, where we now hear what human tackle sounds like. And obviously it is Colleen Clinkenbeard. It is the voice of Luffy, but not Luffy. It's her normal sounding voice, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gum tackle.
Yeah, Colleen has been in voiceover, I think, since 2025. I remember when she first came in and she was doing stuff for Funimation because of Laura Bailey. Because they were actually college roommates. And so Laura brought her in. And then it just kind of like a snowball rolling down a hill. Colleen just ran with it, and Jesus Christ, this woman has one hell of a range. Can be funny, can be dramatic, can be serious. I'd say, so far, episode 2 still the same, but it's cool to have like an English voice and a proper sounding one. Although I will say that there have been some comments that have been said about this show because of episode 2.
Is the same comments that we made about a certain night market scene?
Yes, but a little bit more so that they focused on just Ruriko. That, and I say, well, our first episode racked in high numbers, obviously.
Yeah.
And the show was actually trending for a while. Yeah. So anywhere and everywhere people were talking about it and this and that. But now a lot of people have started to throw a little bit of shade on the show just because of Ruriko and how she acts in the show. And I'm like, okay, are we talking about her transfer, how she changes in front of everybody, which we have actually stated on this show? It's like, but they kind of chalk it up to like, this is like the fan service of the show. There shouldn't be fan service in a Kamen Rider show. And I'm like,
yeah, our first episode has almost 2,000 views. That's crazy, man.
Well, I argue this: a Kamen Rider series doesn't have fan service.
Yeah.
Well, you're right. You're right. My argument on these comments are such: we don't have much of like fan service in terms of a Kamen Rider series. Obviously, we have the women who are in the show, and we just know about their stuff outside of the show that they have done that made them famous, and obviously, you know, idols, models, supermodels, so on and so forth. That's not really a big deal for a Kamen Rider fan. Fan service? No, you're right. You're right. The only fan service that we do get is like if we take into consideration like Erika from Oz just being the fashionable, like, you know, kick-ass girl that shows up, you know. But then we have the example of Force. I think, what was it, episode 3 or 4, where we have the girls at someone's house in swimsuits, like saying how they're gonna get at Gentaro for like being a dork.
What the hell was that?
Yeah, there's a famous meme of like, you watch Kamen Rider for the plot, and it's the 3 girls plus like head cheerleader girl that's part of the show, and then you have Gokai Silver going like you watch for the plot. I'm like,
it actually gets worse from there. Actually, there's that one episode where they reveal who Gemini is.
Well, I mean, they also had our best Sentai girl, now in Foresight. She's done a lot of, you know, like, not provocative, but I mean, it all depends how you look at it. I personally say, I'm like, well, first off, with this anime, Tanzaburo is not a Kamen Rider. Neither is Ruriko. They're fans. So to have it like at the standard of like a Kamen Rider show, it's like no one's transformed. No one's been modified or cursed or has a transformation. I mean, yeah, Ruriko has to change. As I said, they do have like those like curtain things that go up, but because they focus on her, like, you know, obviously like her chest and her butt, and I'm like, well, I mean, is that the worst? Is that the worst that we can do? Or is that the best we can do? Because, I mean, I can think of a million other things. I mean, has no one ever seen High School DxD or...
No, God, no. No, God, no. 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 No.
That's what I mean. I'm like, that's what I mean. That level of like fan service. I'm like, okay, don't go. I've seen it. I don't think it's wrong. I mean, whatever. I'm like, oh yeah, sure. Do I have a favorite character? No, not really, but I did watch it. And I'm like, but do we have that here? Absolutely not.
For me, it was a struggle to watch because I just could not stand seeing all that fan service and the plot just like muddled.
Some people are saying, some people say like that's Ruriko. That's Ruriko. That's why people are watching. Like, it's not Ruriko. Ruriko is, in all honesty, a very boring character if you think about it. We don't really have
Ruriko from Stronger or Ruriko from
from this show. So far, we have nothing other than she just has trained her whole life to be Human Tackle. But other than that, it's like, so, I mean, if you're saying that she's just a fan service girl, I'm like, no, fan service means that her top is falling off. Fan service means that she falls over and we see her butt or whatever, or like always like a miscellaneous like pervy shot. And the only time that happens is when she changes. So no, I don't say that the reason why people are watching the show is because of Ruriko. They're watching because it's for the fans. It's referencing everything Kamen Rider, and we want to see what happens. Now, obviously, we do get our fan service here, which we will get into right now. And again, don't mind it at all. We kind of left off on it. So, what's our shocker girlfriend's name again?
I forgot, to be honest.
I don't remember. I think it's like Michi or something, Michiru or something. I don't know. It's something along those lines. But we find out that she transformed into a femme shocker combatant, which were very rare back in the day. And obviously, Ruriko transforms herself. They square up. And I'm like, okay, how's this going to go? How's this going to go, man? Because, again, Ruriko had Tanzaburo's help last time.
Yeah.
Can she do it? Can she do it by herself? Well, she got a sidekick to the face.
Yeah.
She literally like stomped our little shocker girl into the pavement. I'm like, okay. Yeah. All right. And then we have obviously I thought like, you know, like we have the whole like shocker like punch, like kind of like the rider punch. And yeah, she just like our little shocker girlfriend destroys like all the equipment in the
Oh, but before she does transform, you know, like what's crazy is how like she tries to measure up to her, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. I kind of was like, okay, do you want me to pull out the ruler? Because I will tell you right now. And I was like, for science. And I'm like, no. You want to know what it is? Ruriko is 24. This girl is like 18.
Yeah.
So, darling, you're still growing. You're still growing. You stopped growing, I think, at like what, 24, 25 for all people? Like height wise, body wise, it's like, yeah, 25 is like, yeah, everyone stops. So I don't know. But Ruriko is lifting weights and working out like every day.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yeah, just stick just you know, simple jogging and simple athletic. You know, you're fine.
Yeah,
you're fine. Our shocker girl actually gets a punch into Ruriko. She actually does land one like right in her face. But again, Ruriko is I don't know. I how would we describe it? She's not a grappler. She's more of a defensive fighter, where she takes the momentum of her enemy and
flips them over.
Yeah, like you know, she took the punch. It landed. It did. It just happened to be like, you know, she did get some collateral damage as she did do that. So I'm like, all right. What happened? We don't know because we cut to Tanzaburo working out in his apartment, and he gets a text from Ruriko asking him for help.
Yeah,
and I'm like, "Are you all right, darling? Did you win, or are you texting during the battle?" It's like, no, she's fine. Yeah, she's fine. She's totally fine. I'm like, yeah. Oh, by the way, we forgot to mention that our little boy saw everything from like last week's episode. He saw everything. So a good lesson to anyone trying to be pervy in this show. You know, don't. You just saw what she did. Imagine if you tried to pull that crap on her.
Oh yeah, I still can't get over the fact that like his fantasy of her involves blackmail.
Oh yeah, and that she would just allow such a thing to happen. I'm like,
yeah. It's like I know that like a lot of people have not safe for work fantasies about that one teacher. You know, like we all heard that Van Halen song. But the thing is, I'm pretty sure almost all those times those fantasies don't involve blackmailing the teacher.
Yeah,
sometimes it might involve the teacher blackmailing you because you want some extra credit to like raise your grade up. But no, that's also bad.
Yeah. I don't do it. Don't do it. It never ends well. It never
don't engage with it. You know, it's
especially
like what they say in How I Met Your Mother: nothing good happens after 2.
Especially for someone who is trying to cosplay a cyborg superhero. I'm like, no, dude, no, don't. I actually had a little quick story. Someone I know that happened to a friend of mine, and well, didn't end too well. Police got involved, and I'm like, yeah, you did you not ever notice her body? She does do martial arts and all those high kicks that she did as Chun-Li.
Mm-hmm.
Those weren't fake. We're not fake. So, you know, you live and learn.
Hanging on the edge of tomorrow.
Yeah. So we cut to a parking lot after our credits. And the girl's name is Yukarisu. I think that's how you say it.
Yeah.
We'll just call her Yuka.
Alrighty.
I'll just say it's Yuka. It's more simple and it reminds me of best bird girl.
Huh.
But yeah, we meet up with our coffee shop owner again. And for some reason, I'm like, wait, why did you call him? Well, yeah, we know why you called him. But he's like, oh, yeah. Oh, great, guys. We finally got one. That's great. What? And of course, it's like, yeah, we need to tell you something. Doesn't she look familiar? It's like,
not in the slightest.
No, he had no idea. He's like, I don't know. It's like, take a good look at her. Take a really good look at her. It isn't until Yuriko finally just drops it. It's like, it's your girlfriend.
And no way. No way. Like this girl smells like Anpon, while my girlfriend smells like fresh Kenyan savanna grass. Is that a Gokaiger reference?
No, that's a Battle Fever J reference.
Is that a Denji Man reference?
It could be a Gavin reference.
Mm-hmm.
Because again, the fight was so fast. It was like Gavin could have transformed and then finally done his announcement, and then Ruriko would have already beaten her by this point.
Yep.
That's how fast the fight was.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, our coffee shop owner he looks like his world has just been shattered.
I mean, how would you feel if you were like a Nazi hunter and turns out your girlfriend was one of the Nazis you've been hunting this whole time?
No, yeah, no, that's true. That's very true. You know?
But here's the part that does feel weird, though. You know what I wouldn't do if I found out my girlfriend turned out to be a Nazi? Try to advocate for her.
You know, again, how long has he been with her? How long?
I hope it wasn't too long.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing about it is you ask the question. You know, obviously, this is a big bomb, a big shocker for him, because it's like, my mission is to prove Shocker exists and to stop them, and I've been sleeping with the enemy the whole time. Well, yeah.
Wasn't there a Kate Winslet movie about that?
No, there was also There was also that Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie movie, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, which I say that had to have been the inspiration for Spy X Family. You know, like, how did you not know? How did you not know? And it's like, oh yeah, you know, like you have two spies that work for different opposite factions and this and this and that. But at this point, well, I don't know. I haven't seen Spy X Family. I don't know if they know that yet. No, go watch Mr. and Mrs. Smith with Brad Pitt and Angelina. Like, I promise you, minus the dog and the child, there's really like heavy comparisons to the two.
Yeah.
So I'm like, but again, it's like you had moments, you had, you know, relationships, you had the good and the bad, but you know, they still stuck it together. Now, obviously, she is a Nazi. She is, I mean, we have said that many times that Shocker are Nazis.
Mm-hmm.
Ask yourself that question. If this was your girlfriend, whatever, it could have been your brother, your mother, your wife, would you stick your neck out for them?
No.
Some people would. Some people would, because they know that it's like, you know, they're not like this. They're not like, because if they were, then they would have done so already. But again, she was observing you the whole time. She kept throwing you off the tracks.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you were getting close, my guy. You were totally getting close. But every time she would try to, like, you know, like mess things up without you even realizing it. Absolutely. So I'm like, it's a damned if you do, damned if you don't situation, because depending on this, she could be like, thank you and repent, or she kills you, because again, that is her mission. But we're gonna come back to that.
Yeah.
We start also getting this whole like flashback to our
their grandparents' days.
Back to their grandparents' days. That, you know, obviously, you know, that is a random thing that happens, is home invasions. You know, and again, we're thinking, oh, whatever, it's just, you know, a bunch of random punks, No, the random guy that walks in is actually a Shocker combatant.
We don't even know if his girlfriend is a Shocker combatant.
Is that his girlfriend, really? Because that, I mean,
they did compare themselves to Bonnie and Clyde.
Well, I don't know. I'm just like, well, you know, combatants come in all shapes and sizes. It's almost like the Foot Clan in the 90s movie of the Turtles, where they have some like really skinny ones and there's some really fat ones for some reason. But yeah, what we find out is, so the Shocker combatant just comes in, ties up the kids and their grandfather, winds up like, you know, just holding them hostage just to eat their food and watch TV. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. This is possibly the most Shocker thing that I've seen in a while.
Oh, yeah.
We have seen these guys be like, you know, beating up people and causing mayhem. But this just seems like the most Shocker thing right now.
This is the most in-character thing.
Yeah. This is like the most in-character thing. Because, like, wait, what do you mean? I thought, no. Yeah, they're trying to take over the world, but, you know, first they got to eat.
But first, we're going to turn on all their water faucets, take a dump in their toilet, and not flush it or wash our hands.
Yeah. Pretty much it. Like, that just seems like the most obvious thing. I'm like, you think we're joking, but no, at times the Shocker combatants and the Kaijin would have the most ridiculous plans. We're going to take over the world by
selling balloons.
Oh, that's right. There was the balloon episode.
We're gonna take over the world by selling kids sea monkeys.
Stealing the kids' candy money to overthrow the Japanese economy.
That was a government of darkness plan.
What was it? Oh,
But
we're gonna take all the energy and power from or destroy the power grids, but instead of doing that, we're just gonna have we're gonna build a giant power grid for us first, and then the kaijin that's responsible for it isn't gonna go destroy the Japanese ones. He's just gonna like hang around the main power grid for some reason.
oh, here's another one. Let's use exploding cacti to destroy the entire Mexican economy by blowing up a single dam somehow, and
And
also
apparently
use the same cacti to like not take over Japan.
that worked, apparently.
Yeah.
Again, Kamen Rider was a kid's show, so be as it may, I mean, it can be silly at times.
Yeah.
But yeah, but as we're watching the TV and they're doing reports about, again, like what's happening now, random attacks, random like hostage situations taking place. Well, we have grandkids and grandpa. Is there a grandma? Oh, yes, she is. I can describe grandma as she is woman that goes into Siberia to live
bears.
and hugs bears. Bears are puppies to grandma. Alec. She looked like Grandma Stuffums from the kids.
I knew you were gonna say that. I was waiting for that. Grandmother Stuffum. Grandmother Stuffum.
That's legitimately what I looked at her, because she had the bonnet and the apron. I was like, all she's missing
and the glasses, the rectangular glasses.
And all we're missing is liver and
the
onions.
anthropomorphic liver and onions.
Yeah, that's all we're missing. And I'm like, well, there you go. But Grandma takes her hoe. Not that hoe.
Yeah. I was gonna say, it's like, hey, I got a hoe for you.
Yeah, literally digs it into the dude's shoulder blade and like starts pulling him away. But the thing with Grandma, and I was kind of wondering, okay, so we now are confirming in this episode that V3 is a thing. Yep. We know that our coffee owner guy, because of the credits, is going to be the Masked Rider or the Rider Man. Yeah. So where the fuck did the reference for V3 come from? Because no joke, I'm looking at like the guy in the credits. I'm like, I don't think V3 wore all black. I know that Hongo did later on in the series, but not so much V3. But then again, I don't know that much about V3.
Oh, I know a decent amount about V3. It's a direct sequel to the original Kamen Rider, starring Shiro Kazami as the main character. And after his parents and sister died, when you think about it, Gundam Seed Destiny is a rip off of V3. And basically it's like he barely survives being poisoned by Destron. So the two riders, the good guys from the first season, they basically turn him into a cyborg, but give him two typhoon drives instead of just one typhoon drive. Because how each of them has like one turbine at the center of their belt. So they gave them two of them in one belt.
Yeah.
And then conveniently they both die in the second episode until it's revealed that they survived.
You can't kill the Kamen Riders. I'm sorry. Like, again, just like a cockroach, you just can't get rid of these guys at all. Even years later, it's like, how did they? I don't know. They just did.
They just did.
But yeah, in terms of V3's look, I know that it's like, like the white bell bottoms and the white vest with the blue shirt, but I don't ever recall him wearing all black.
Again, I consider this to be more of a Skullman reference than
that's literally what I was like. Either it's a Skullman or a Hickiter. look because it's very, very similar. But no, it's V3 because if you notice with Grandmama on her apron has V3 on her apron.
Oh, nice.
Why does she have V3? Well, it's just there. I'm like, all right, okay. But yeah, we do have the Shocker combatant fight Grandmama. We don't know how that turned out. All we know is we hear a yell come from outside. That's never a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
What turns out in the pale moonlight, our dearest Grandmama has been impaled.
Yes, turns out there's a giant hamster named Joaquin.
Yeah.
Joaquin! Sandwich?
I mean, you want to say what you will about this show, all right? Say what you will. May not be your cup of tea, that's fine. But you can't tell me that we don't have such graphic imagery in this show that literally kind of pulls you in. Whether it be Ruriko changing, Tanzaburo doing a rider kick, like this scene right here, this one is memorable because you see Grandma completely impaled, like completely just like a fatality from Mortal Kombat. And her husband seeing her being impaled.
Oh, hell no! 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 Oh, hell no!
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Grandmama is done. She's dead. And of course, just like any caring, loving husband would charge in, he charges in to fight whatever this thing is, only for him to get sideswiped.
Oh, hell no!
Yeah, we get not only the combatant is dead, who knows who did that, but
yeah, Shocker, they love to kill their combatants.
Yeah, it's more of, I mean, if you're a grunt, you're pretty much on the lower end of the payroll. So if you're a combatant, if you're a kaiju, no, you can't die. Only the great leader could kill you because it's like, you know how much time and money it is to make a freak of nature? It's like, well, we can't just kill them. No, but we can do something. As if you're in the spandex suit, you're expandable. You're nothing. You're the bottom end. You're the burnt potato chip at the bottom of the bag. Like it don't matter. Hell, you guys, for every Shocker grunt, it's literally a bag of potato chips.
Huh.
That's literally it. It's like, oh, they all got broken. Well, they're still good, but yeah, throw it away. Are you sure? I mean, we could do something with throw it away.
Yeah, and then Geldum's that rival flavor of chips that ends up buying out the brand that you originally kept chewing on.
Yeah,
but it never tastes quite the same. Now,
it never tastes the same. You guys changed the recipe too much, and then they come out with brand new original flavor.
Oh jeez.
Oh god.
In theaters now, coming this summer.
I'm like, wait a minute. Then it's like, yeah, these are the original chips. This is the original recipe. They just gave us crap for an entire year, only for us to like now we're gonna buy it because now it's the original flavor all over again.
See, I just realized Seth MacFarlane basically pulled a new Coca-Cola on us when he killed Brian. Remember how they had the new cola, which tasted worse than the original? Yeah. So they're like, oh, we bring back the original cola, and it's all just a ploy to make you appreciate the original cola all over again instead of demanding something new and fresh. Well, basically, that's what they did with Family Guy. Like, they killed off Brian to replace him with another dog to make the fans complain, and then they brought Brian back to say, like, oh, yeah, no. It's like, see, you should have appreciated Brian.
They just kept them dead. Really, like Brian is such a useless character. It's like felt like seasons 1, 2, and 3, Brian
Was
were
dope.
peak,
Yeah.
were peak Brian. After that, it's just like it's like anyone who named Brian. I'm like, yeah, they pretty much fall under what the dog does, you know, just that category. I'm like, that sucks. But yes, we do get to see the man or the beast that killed everyone. Now, of course, I kind of stood there and I was like, you look familiar, but I don't want to confirm I know who you are. Because so far we have not seen any well, we know that the Spider-Man exists. Spider-Man, Spider-Og, you know, however you want to say it. It literally is. The original Kamen Rider called him the Spider-Man. And I was like, I looked at this guy and I'm like, are you who I think you are? It makes sense if you are. And then finally he turns his back. He tells the kids, I'll let you live, but don't ever get in our way. For him just to open his arms up and and leather wings sprout.
Oh, hell no!
It's the Batman.
He was Batman. He turned 2 kids into orphans.
Yeah. Now take your pick. Which Batman is he? I would say it falls under like the Beware the Batman levels of bullshit. Although it is. I mean, we could call him Man Bat, but for copyright reasons, we cannot.
Yep.
But yeah, it is the Batman, the Bat augmentation, the second villain in the original Kamen Rider series.
Yep.
So it is confirmed that the Kaijins do exist. They are here.
Yeah.
So I'm like, so yeah, no, all this is real. All this is real. This happened back in the day. So shocker. So did the TV show just make it more apparent that maybe they knew something was going on? Maybe there actually is a Kamen Rider out there. Maybe there is something going on. But now we go to present day where these 3 otakus of Kamen Rider are just like, what are we gonna do? Now we're confirming that Shocker does exist. We know that because, again, my girlfriend over here is one of them. And the thing is, and I'm not the only one who knows because it was my brother was there with me too, so he knows that happened. Like, you have a brother? Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that. I have a brother.
Yeah,
you have a brother?
Yeah, I have a brother. Well, he was mentioned in the last episode, but it's kind of like it wasn't really said. It kind of just felt like, again, it was like 2 kids walking home from school. That could have been a classmate. It could have been anybody.
Yeah.
But no,
we assumed.
It's his brother. It's his brother. So finally, we get entered the brother. And I've never seen anyone try so hard to make an entrance.
He's an ore farmer, if I've ever seen one.
He is. Oh my God Almighty! Can we not? But again, given the tragic backstory we had, I'm like, okay, I gotcha. I understand. So he goes up and presents himself to Yuriko and Tanzaburo, and Tanzaburo just blatantly says that he's fought in Shocker. Is that such a smart thing to say? Really?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. But, just to confirm that he is the real thing, Tanzaburo decides to do the pose and henshin of the original Ichigo. Now, again, some people have said, well, why does he do that? Why the fuck do the Power Rangers do their thing? It's just a thing that they do, which actually ties into, again, not only the history of Kabuki, but also the history of Japan. I actually found out from from a video I saw. I'm like, so why do live action heroes do that? You know, when they transform and there's this whole sequence, and then they say their names and then their colors and then the giant explosion. Why do they do that? Well, apparently, to sum it up, back when in the feudal eras of Japan and samurai, when you would have like your one-on-one battles with your enemies.
Mhm.
The noble thing was that if a general fought a soldier, or whatever the situation is, the opposing person would state their name and who they were fighting for, or their family. I am the son of so and so of the noble clan so and so.
Yeah.
And like, depending on that, that's where the stories and the legends come from that get passed on in history. It's like, wait, you're telling me that one lowly foot soldier fought not only the general and defeated him, but also his best men? And then that lowly foot soldier later became one of the greatest generals that ever lived and led in Japan's history? Yeah. That's pretty much where it comes from. It's pretty much just like, a state your name level of like respect that they did, like old warriors did way back when in the day. So you're right. It does look childish and stupid when people in spandex are doing it, especially like, where did that explosion come from? What was that? It's just to add to it, It's just something for the kids, I guess.
Yeah.
But that is the premise of the henshin and the final transformation. It's like, I am the Kamen Rider. I'm like, okay. Oh, are you done?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, thank you. You can put my coffee over there. Thank you so much. Because again, we don't see that in America or in Western countries. It's like, would the Batman always state that he is vengeance, that he is the knight? No. You just knew it was Batman. Superman never freaking stated, unless it was someone that he just first met. But that's just a thing that is part of Japanese history. So it's pretty cool, in my opinion, despite how I might be wording it. But oh, here we go. Here we go. The nerd violence.
Yeah, it's Akusa Strong Squad. Of course, it's Kamen Rider. Three. Wait, what? That's right. The strongest Kamen Rider is Kamen Rider B3.
Here we go.
How dare you? Yeah, because he has the powers of both Kamen Rider, Ichigo, and Nigo. Which is technically true. Is he stronger than Stronger, though? Is he stronger than Black RX, though? Is he stronger than Z-Cross?
Is he stronger than Amazon? Like, seriously, I'm like, oh, yeah, no. So by your logic, every Kamen Rider that comes after you is even more stronger. So,
I mean, I'm surprised that Yuriko didn't contest that.
I mean, it's kind of like that whole thing about like when people talk about Gundams or whatever, they want to shit on the original RX-78 because it's just a base model. There's no way that the 78 could like fight and beat the Wing Zero, could beat the Epion, or anything from Seed or 00 or whatever. I'm like, here's the thing, man. And this is such a gangster way of saying it. The RX-78 didn't need any of that stuff to kick ass.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't need funnels. He didn't need transformations or big beam guns. He just had a mace and a lance. That's it. So I get you. I understand. I do. Don't get me wrong. But to compare, to be like, oh yeah, every series afterwards, it could totally kick that guy's ass. I'm like, that's such like the base weeb mindset, But there's no way. There's no way. You can't shit on Ichigo and Nigo and just say that V3 is like the best. I'm like, how is he the best? How is he the strong? Because he had 2 turbines?
Well, I would say I would say if Takashi Hongo is the Jason of Kamen Rider, V3 is definitely the Tommy of Kamen Rider, because even though he's not the first, he is the one that showed up the most often in the Showa era. Because, like, I mean, like, you even watched Kamen Rider X. Like, who was the one rider who showed up more than any other in Kamen Rider X besides, the main character X? It was V3. Ichimonji kind of showed up afterwards, but it was mainly V3. When you get to Stronger, who's going to be the first one to show up? V3. Who's going to be the one to explain everything to Murasame in Z-Cross? V3.
Yeah, it's V3, obviously. But again, it's like, it's kind of like, again, the reason, that's why I kind of say, like, the reason why Tommy was so successful was, again, he came onto an established project. He wasn't there in the beginning, but then became the fan favorite for some reason. Mm-hmm. As for, did he help build? Did he help make? I'm like, no, because by the time he showed up, it was in the middle. And again, the Green Ranger, the Dragon Ranger, does die, but we can't have that in American social. He just gets written off. But we got to bring him back because apparently, not only because of the team, but also because of this guy, we actually got a season 2 and 3 and a movie. And then 30 years more of continuous live action shenanigery. Mm-hmm. So, cannot throw shade, but it's like, he's still not my favorite. Still not.
Yeah.
But yeah, we do get the nerd violence, the nerd off. Who is the better captain, Picard or Kirk? It's Janeway, just to piss you guys off.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
Oh, absolutely.
Anyway, so yeah, the 2 throwdown. V3 and Ichigo, but here's the thing, as it stated. So V3 here has been training in martial arts, his own style, for the longest time.
Yep.
Our boy Tanzaburo has just been working out. I don't know if
he's been hitting trees and wrestling bears.
Yeah, I don't know if he has any type of like proper fighting style, which in all honesty, you don't need to. You don't need to. As long as you have the basics down, you're fine.
Yeah.
I mean, Hongo also kind of went on to that whole thing, but Hongo was not considered a martial artist. He was more like a professor, a doctor that became the Kamen Rider. Hell, Ichimonji was a photographer. But we do get also an interaction between Ruriko and our V3 wannabe over here. He literally dismisses her because you're not within the canonicity of our fandoms. Mm-hmm. You're not even a Kamen Rider. You're just what? She's just support. Oh,
ooh, you did not just do that.
You just had to say it, didn't you? And she was ready to throw down until Tanzaburo was like, no.
This is between me and him.
This is between me and him. We're gonna throw down right now. And she just kind of like, she changes out of her clothes again, and causes a moment of lapse within our V3, because not gonna lie, seeing a beautiful woman like her just take her clothes off and change back into her clothing, that would really cause a moment of broken concentration.
Yeah, apparently he's still that much of a kid at heart.
I'm like, these are total weebs.
Mm-hmm.
These are total weebs. Seeing a woman just change her clothes is enough to break their concentration. You gotta love nerd fights.
Yeah,
I've seen many
I'm
of them.
surprised. I'm surprised that it didn't just turn into like a Dexter and Ender just being.
Yeah, but no, they actually do throw down. They actually do throw down to the point that I'm like, okay, so we're using all of the arsenal of V3 and Ichigo, even to the point of using V3's Cyclone Kick and and Tanzaburo actually bears it.
Also, can we just address the fact that a little kid was able to do that Cyclone Kick?
Well, yeah. And again, this just like most nerd fights, I'm just sitting in the background with the soda and maybe a snack and just like, yeah, I don't care who wins, man, but this is actually entertaining.
Yeah.
Although, oh yeah, Yuka's here.
Y'all forgot, didn't you?
We forgot about you. You were knocked out. Baby girl
Yeah.
finally woke up.
And she's still in her shocker uniform.
Well, I mean, she blacked out after Ruriko gave her.
Yes. But the point is, she forgot that she was in her shocker uniform.
Well, she's cute I'm like, God damn it, baby! It's a damn good thing that you're pretty.
I don't care if you're pretty. You're still dressed up like a cyborg Nazi.
I'm like, yeah, which causes Big Brother to freak out because he sees the belt.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the championship belt of being an internet edgelord.
The females never had the belts in the original show. They just had some
They just had like a sash, yeah.
Yeah, they had a sash. But I was like, why don't they have the belts? That's weird. Anyway, obviously, yeah. Here we go. We're about to go. This violence is about to become domestic because, well, you're a bunch of Nazi hunters, and it's obvious that we got to kill her. Yeah, but Big Bro is stopped by Little Bro. Excuse me?
Little Bro was able to stop his attack that well.
Well, I mean, they have been family so he probably knows, but he does actually stop him from laying a hand on her. Mm-hmm. And it's like, wait, what? Like, she's my girlfriend. And it's like,
wait, what?
Oh no, yeah. No, well, first off, she kind of freaks out that, yes, honey, you're still transformed. You're still, you're still blue. So how did he find out that I was a shocker combatant? Like,
what the hell is that?
We can't make a blonde joke here because she's not blonde.
No.
But,
in any case.
But regardless, now we get a throwdown between brothers because, well, one of them is like, we're here to hunt Shocker and to avenge our grandparents for what happened, and yet here you are sleeping with the enemy, you fool. Which very proper.
And I hope I'm not saying that literally.
Yeah, and he's like, no. Well, it's like, well, again, our young boy, tell me where your brother's wrong. I don't know what you've been doing. Obviously, I know you've been working, but I don't. But afterwards, I don't know what the fuck you're doing. But again, your girlfriend, your lady friend over here, is literally decked out in Nazi paraphernalia. So, what are you gonna do?
I'm going to fix her.
And well, you know what? Your heart's in a good place. I'm not saying no. I'm not saying that you couldn't, but at least he stuck to his guns. I can at least say that I admire him for that. He actually is like, despite the facts now, he did say that he does love her, that she is his girlfriend, that he does care for her. And I'm like, yeah, he declares to his brother, to everyone, that Yukari is his girlfriend and will forever be his girlfriend, despite her being a shocker combatant. And of course, she is just all Twitter pated and like the big old anime eyes about like, oh, do you mean it? Yeah, no, he really does. It's sweet, but also it's sweet, obviously, you know, like, you know, maybe this can be a thing because we have seen combatants and kaijus, you know, switch over. Obviously, it's not a permanent thing. But again, put a pin right here because what's coming up next is really like, then what the fuck was that? Because the two share a kiss, and she is just like, yes, I do love you, you love me, and we're gonna take on the world, me and you. But, and I quote, Mitsu, you've discovered my identity.
My God, Varon, she's doing the evil voice.
I always know I have got them when they start doing the evil voice.
What?
Yes. Once again, I had no evidence. It has been a hell of a week, to be honest with you. But once they have done the evil voice, you know it is the murderer.
Yeah. See, what I thought was going to happen was she would renounce Shocker and, you know, like, it's me and you against the world, baby. I will be by her side. A kiss later, she says, I am still a Shocker combatant, and my mission was to kill anyone who finds out, who, if they ever found out of our existence, and if they had comrades, they would also die.
So, boop.
So what the fuck was that? Like 2 seconds ago of like the googly-eyed tears and kissing him, saying like how much she loved him. If like, no, orders are orders and I have to kill you.
This is the way.
This is the way. This is the way.
And she kind of pulls a dog whistle where she, you know, does her little electric shock. I'm like, what are you doing? Yeah, she's calling in the dogs.
We are a secret club because of our agenda!
We have men eating udon, men playing guitars, construction.
Two random guys.
People delivering pizzas, helping
And
out
they run toward. I'm pretty sure there might have been at least one guy getting a lap dance, and like mid dance, it's like he gets the call. He's like, "God damn it! Not right now! I paid for 2 songs."
I know, shit. But yeah, they get surrounded. They are completely surrounded by Shocker grunts.
The real Shocker grunts.
The real Shocker grunts, not fake ones. And of course, Yukari is bawling her eyes out because, again, she knows what she has to do, but she doesn't want to do it, but she's still going to do it.
You know, because the thing is, she already filled out the survey of whether she prefers foam or pearl strings.
Yeah. But that's it. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. Episode 4, who is the strongest Kamen Rider?
Yeah.
Oh boy. What comes next? I don't know. Because now we're gonna have a throwdown. All the players are here. We're gonna see the weeb cosplayers take on actual Nazis. And apparently we might also get a cameo from the Spider-Man.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, we got to tune in next week.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Ooh, okay. All right.
All right. This episode was an 8 for me. Honestly, what held it down was literally just the constant flip flopping between the costumes and that weird googly eye scene.
It was a very interesting episode, honestly. Like the last 3 episodes, obviously we established the characters and whatnot, and we did here too. But at least we had some action go on, not just from the future, but also past tense. Is like, wait, why are they doing this? It wasn't just because of the guy that burnt down the house, was it? No, they actually got their their family was killed.
Yeah, and honestly, for me, Grandmother Stuff'em did carry the episode for me.
Yeah. I was like, oh, don't kill Granny Stuff'ems. Don't do it. They did do it.
Yeah.
So yeah,
no more liver and onions.
Well, good. I don't like liver. Well, it depends on how you cook it. It really is.
And from what animal?
Yeah. Yeah, it's an 8. It's just like, again, with both Zets and the show, I am excited for next week to see what happens. I want to know what happens. I really do. So we'll have to wait for next week to see what goes down and if Yukari is gonna survive this.
Mm.
What do the people have to say?
All right. Look at my PFP. I don't know what that means. But that looks like that puppy from
That's
that
Chicken
like
Nugget.
Yeah, that looks like the puppy from what's it called?
Yep.
Little Slugger.
No,
Paranoid Agent.
That's Chicken Nugget.
No idea what that is.
It's those little like shorts that you see about like the dog and like the bunny, then the dragon, and what it's kind of like Happy Smiling Friends, but with demons.
Never seen
But
it.
I think by the name that this kid went by, I think he might have been talking when I was speaking about the fan service of this show, because a lot of people will say that this is a new Gooner show.
Oh geez.
So by his photo, and also I did read the name. I'm like, yeah, no.
Yeah, she will definitely babyface turn. I mean, the way she's portrayed in the theme song. But again, why are you still a shocker combatant? Like when you become a good guy? That's what I don't get. It's not like Takashi Hongo kept his. Well, he never got any shocker makeup, but imagine if he started wearing shocker makeup from like the first 13 episodes.
Well, I mean, it wasn't. I mean, Shin Kamen Rider kind of threw in a bit of that when obviously that Hongo would transform, his eyes would turn red, and like the blood vessels would.
Oh yeah, like everyone had the blood vessel thing. I'm talking about like the red paint and stuff.
Well, again, the Shin Kamen Rider, I don't know if the whole red face paint would be proper,
Yeah. Surprised that he didn't actually become wannabe V3. Well, maybe he will become that next episode. I mean, I think we get wannabe Rider Man.
Well, I mean, so it's crazy that, of course, Tanzaburo gets the mask, obviously, and his kid brother does get the helmet for Rider Man, but our V3 doesn't have anything related to V3.
That would be weird.
That's kind of strange, in my opinion. I'm like, then
also, isn't it funny that the fourth person on the team is V3? The fourth person is V3.
Meh.
Yeah, sounds like a Keep a Ranger joke I've always been making for the last couple of years.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, alrighty. Yeah, so that's it for the comments. We hope you guys enjoyed. Please be sure to comment, like, and subscribe to us on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Ding the bell icon to stay notified for our latest videos. We got Tanzaburo wants to be a Kamen Rider, Ultraman Omega. Number 1 Sentai Go Junior, Kamen Rider Z, and starting this week, Kamen Rider Black. Yep. Excited.
We got Kamen Rider Black, so
yeah, we finally have an 80s Kamen Rider,
and apparently apparently the first step in the hiatus of the Kamen Riders.
Yeah, that's going to be fun.
Because as people may or may not know, this was kind of like the precursor to years of no Kamen Rider media. This was the second to last official series until they went on a break. This will be interesting.
This will be.
Yeah,
Well,
we'll throw in some Masked Rider references, even though it might be a little premature.
mm-hmm. Well, in any case, check out our various interviews. We've got all 55 Power Morphicon interviews that we did from last year, as well as our interview with Keith Robinson, who played Joel Rawling, the Sky Cowboy from Lightspeed Rescue at Pasadena Comic-Con. Check out our sister channel, The Buttery Show, where we discuss all things movies and TV shows. We have an interview with Danielle Judovitz, who played Batgirl and Tenten from Naruto. And check out our vlog of our trip to see Simple Plan and Bowling for Soup. Two great bands. You know, there's 104 years of summer vacation. So the trail leads back to you. What's new, Scooby-Doo?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but also check out our personal content. We're both on Instagram, the Sin Prince and Boken_Kabuto. And want to say hi to us in person. We will be at the Pasadena Convention Center on January 25th for Pasadena Comic-Con and August 28th through the 30th for Power Morphicon. We love you guys. We hope you have a great rest of your week. It's only Tuesday, 3 more days till the weekend. And yeah, have a good one. Bye.
Safe Halloween, guys.
Oh yeah, happy safe Halloween.